Oh, so I've been trying out the uh, Molten Strike. I like it. The only issue is I need to get the Warlock gloves. The gloves I have now are holding me back way too much. But I haven't had any luck. I've got an extra pair of Warlock boots so that I can roll those dense fossils later. But I want to save what dense fossils I have now for the gloves. Try to get those to hit something nice. Pop those in. Get the Eldritch Implicit for ball strikes. Hit one extra, and then from there go to continue just like chipping away at this build and getting higher. I feel like if we can get like 10 to 11k ES would be really good. I forgot to set my map runners because we get a lot more damage like that. I'm not gonna lie though. I like the Molten Strike setup. It feels really good. Feels pretty good. Okay, and then we don't have to worry about those attributes. That was kind of my main concern. And now all we're waiting is for our Enlighten at level 3, but that's going to take a while. That is going to take a while. A billion fucking X. I have a decent little jewel that I got just before stream, which I want to put on. Really, like, I want to get the other gloves too, just so we can fix our res, because then I want to go back to using the Ventor's Gamble. Because I think if I use the Ventor's Gamble, I'll be able to turn on Tempest until we get our Enlightened. Ooh. Ooh. 3% increase. I want to use that. Where's my Ventor's Gamble though? My good one. Is it this one? It is. Except I don't think I'll be able to cast my yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to cast. Ooh, pain. All right. Anyway. Anyway. Back to Mavic. I haven't had much luck getting the cartographer's chisel. There's though. Yeah, that's way too much. Yes. Like it's just the problem is I can't turn off any of these. The Tempest Shield, like the Tempest Shield would be nice. But even then that doesn't like tap my spell block. Well, it doesn't get it to 65. We're still like 14 off. I think I'd rather just prioritize the I'd rather just prioritize the ES. Since like the ES is tied to our damage. We've been doing okay for surviving, but has it been the greatest? But now I need to get 5 levels. So like we ended up respecking, right? Well, slight respec. It cost us like 2 extra points. Well, technically 1 extra point, realistically speaking, because we would have put like 3 points, 4 points into this. But we took these 4 points because I need the projectile reduction speed, and then I grabbed point blank. I remembered that point blank was pretty important for this. But then I don't think there was another projectile one we had to worry. Because the harvest is all the way down here. The only like real issue I'm like facing right now, aside from the gloves, is I haven't had a whole lot of luck getting. I think the highest shock I've seen is like 16. But it feels pretty good. And then I've got a jewel on, which, to be fair, I don't really think it does too much in the grand scheme of things. But no, it's just I saw purple, so I had to double check that it wasn't the nameless one. But I have a jewel that gives me 2 or 3 energy shield per hit. To combine that with like all the projectiles that we're casting, and it's not like a shit ton, right? How many projectiles did we throw out? Basically, I'm getting like 3 HP per. So it feels pretty good. That's one of the interesting things about Molten Strike. Like one of the tricks people use a lot is you can get past the can't be leached and can't recover modifiers by taking by using the regain on hit, since you spam so many projectiles so quickly, and it gives you a lot of sustain for mana and HP. The only downside is like I'd have to try to find a way to get. I think I should, if I could get it at least on like one more, because right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to corrupt for corrupting blood immunity. Because see, I have 7%, and then I've gained 3. The reduced shock effective shock is kind of whatever, but not a big issue. But I'm trying to get one for immunity to corrupting blood, which to be fair, I need to getting all the buttons. I need to go get this. I need to finish getting these and getting all of this. And well, I need to get that. I need to get Soul Solaris also. Because if I go bossing, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to use Soul Solaris. Because it's like the single target version, right? So to be honest, I don't actually know. Actually, that doesn't seem all that good. I think I'll just stick with this one. This whole Lunaris one seems slightly better. But yeah, Molten Strike just, I like the way it feels. I was slightly concerned because of the clear, but the clear feels fine. In a way, the clear feels better uh than Lightning Strike did to me. I also need to quality up my gems. At the very least, the GMP. But yeah, it kind of seems like this is, if they don't do anything to it, this is like the next stacker. But I would say this is like the lower investment stacker. Or at least like I would say the barrier to entry is lower, is what it feels like. Because like if you want to do an armor stack or a strength stacker, right, you need replica Oberon's path, and you need like, you can kind of make it work a little bit with that. I know Connor has a build for like throughout all the stages, but I think it just falls off too fast compared to the other stuff. What's up, Zurich? Well, this one, it's like you just get it. You just need like 2 items, and it kind of just gets up off the floor pretty quick, which is really nice. And the skills are pretty. You got a couple different options you can do with it. The only downside right now is we're not like spell blocked. Where's the last? Oh, there was 2 of you. Yeah, I just need some warlock gloves. So then we can roll them and get it going. Oh, speaking of, I need to get my full autos going. On the side. Yeah, the overall game plan right now is, at least for the day stream, is I want to get 15 done, which we're at chapter 10. So I think I'm gonna. I say it every time right now, but I actually because I get sidetracked because my goal was to get all the royal armed weapons, and then I wanted to get the engine blade all upgraded. But we have all the optional royal arm weapons. Everything left is just given to us by through the story, and then we have the Ultima blade. So I'm gonna try to get through the story because my goal is I think I want to I want to get it done before next week because Caesar King comes out in Zenless on the 25th, if I'm mistaken. And then the Gauntlet starts on the 26th for Path of Exile, which is a little event that I want to take part in. See if I can get a free MTX box out of it. Trying to trap for people who want to do Wind Primal. I'll have to pay attention in case I have to like move because the Primal Collection clause sometimes almost kill me. Anywhere Kaguya right up on top of Noir with Raphael plus Halloween right around the corner. I mean, they know what they're doing. They got the of course the Chaos Orb doesn't do. They got they announced the Guild Wars. They're like, hey, Wind Favored's next. You got Raphael coming. Grimnir's getting revamped. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I feel like I think this is one of the reasons that I I think like Star Rail actually they're doing it better because like the banners in Genshin are kind of whatever with the whole like oh every once in a while we'll bring another one back. Like for instance, this last Star Rail banner is pretty similar to how Granblue does things, right? Like having multiple characters that people are going to want for specific setups, like grouped together, like that shit is downright devious. Like I'm pretty sure that's how Granblue just makes a bunch of money when things line up and they're just like, look at all this because you can get you have the weapons. Even though I think I don't know if I'll get her. I want the wind Noir. I don't fucking know how to pronounce it. But she seems like a pretty good character, especially for burst, which is gonna be good for Guild Wars, obviously. And and then obviously her weapons like pretty good, but I'm not gonna be primal, so that doesn't affect me too badly. But then you have like if you missed out on Halloween Lich, right? We have that coming soon. They just did the Valentine banners, right? To try to get people to go for Valentine Grimnir more than likely and Valentine Monica. Like that games be swinging. That games be swinging. Sentiments? No, those are the right ones. I need. Why are you not Warlock gloves? Bastards. Hit him with the Luther. Yeah, clear will feel a lot better once we get the warlock glove so we can get the implicit. That was almost bad. If the donut hadn't gotten closer, we would be crying. But yeah, honestly, I'm just hoping my, uh, I'm hoping my free daily pulls get me the new wind character, but doubtful. My daily pulls haven't been super great this year. I'll just have to add her to the list of standard characters I hope to get next time I spark, which will probably be in Christmas or whenever they do like Frau and Sarasa's holidays. I'm curious what elements they're gonna put Sarasa and Frau's like holiday versions in. Because they put cannon fire, and then they put uh near and water. It just feels weird because like Sarasa kind of plays like an enmity character right now with her stuff, but I guess they're trying to. It might be wind. Seems like they're trying to shape wind back into the enmity element. Stamina's kind of had a chokehold on things for a while. That is kind of overdue for it to swap back. I need to get more positive fire. If I can get really high fire resistance, then we can at least grab one of those negative fire res things. Because right now, if we took it, we'd be at like 40% fire res, and we can't afford that. Be a bit of a death sentence. Considering we have the aura for extra fire damage. Oh, that's worth some money. Yeah, the problem is I just realized that I can't, like, all of these are bad. Can't use any of these. Because it's 25% of life. My life is 1. My HP is 1. Nah. If I get hit, I'm fucked. Like, there is no 25% of life. I'm just dead. Need to re-up on my cartographer chisel. Oh, fucking executioner. Gave me a heart attack. I thought there was something in there that was so dangerous that was hitting me for so much damage, but it's just the executioner. I wonder if we can get another. Alright, now we're gonna start putting points over here. Yeah, we just need like 3 more levels, and it'll be good. Pretty sure I have all of my passive points. I guess I could double check that, but I'm pretty sure this character did everything. Wait, did this character do Yina? I don't think it did. I don't remember if it did or didn't. It might have. I kind of just speed around through the story a bit. I speed around through the story and then I leveled with a friend for a bit, so that slowed me down some, but it was fine. It was good times. Yeah, okay, it did. I have 1 from everything. Rest in peace to copium. I was like, but what if maybe, just maybe, we had like a free extra passive point just waiting for us that I forgot to grab. Takes a little bit of chaos orbs there. Honestly, I think I should have, instead of taking the double chaos orbs, I should have just taken the second one. I should have just grabbed the quant. Getting 1, I think, is good enough. I just realized I think part of the reason why ritual is such a problem is there's so much shit that just summons stuff. I think that's why it makes it so laggy for so many builds. Or so, like so many computers. Because you have this guy summoning frogs. The other dude summons like the fucking little orbs of fuck you. Had a chokehold ever since they nerfed and maybe due to Summer Zoe and her crimes. Yeah. Well, they nerfed that with the Summer Zoe, and then like most of the characters fell out of uh strength, and then what few grids left that could carry just got power crept because like Crimson Finger still was fine, and like when you think about it, like Crimson Finger with like a couple wellnesses, with like Uriel or not Uriel Fist, with like the Celestial Fist, could potentially have been fine if everything worked out, but it just got power crept because well, most of the characters weren't enmity characters, and then most of the grids ended up going like in a set up in a way that stamina was just better. A lot of the raids started being designed in a way that just dealt a shit ton of damage. That just made it really hard to keep enmity teams alive because Garrison wasn't as like readily available as it is now. I mean, for crying out loud, we didn't have a Magna uh, version for Garrison, so kind of gutted everything. But he just really didn't have a reason to go. He had like Summer Zoe was like the first half of the nails in the coffin, and then just the grid changes and the raid balances became like the final the other half. Because it's like, why would you play a like for instance Dark Magna? Why would you play a claw grid when you can just spark for Lich, who's by and large still fucking dominant as shit and dark, get pain and suffering, and then just make axe grids, have more HP, be safer and higher content, and have a more flexible grid. Like, because six sure as fuck doesn't care. Six just plays in whatever. So yeah, so it was like that's kind of like a double whammy. It's just that Summer Zoe I feel like was the more upfront, like, hey, here's the Summer Zoe's gone, so we can't hit that health threshold like really quickly anymore. What? How do I click here? I'm clicking this stuff, and all of a sudden my dude goes here and leaves. Like, what the fuck, bro? This game sometimes, I swear, just does whatever the fuck it wants. 87 isn't bad. I think that's what, like tier 2? Oh no, that's tier 1. But not gonna do me any good. Because you can kind of tell they've been kind of trying to bring it back. The Spartan like Ultimate Mastery was definitely I feel like a signal of Enmity's gonna make its way back. It's just what element was it gonna be? Because before it was mostly dominant in fire and dark. Fire because Crimson Fingers, and then dark because Celeste Claws. There's a little bit in wind, but it wasn't as prevalent as those two. And then those two had like the self-enabling characters for it. Earth, you could do enmity, but you needed like a bunch of uh primal weapons. You needed, I think it was like 3 stratomizers, and then you had the Ayer weapon, and then you just had Ayer himself. It would just punch himself like 4 times and then just shit out a bunch of damage. It was like the first real test for this build. But yeah, it seems like they want to make wind definitely the enmity element now. Because I mean, they had the magna. I feel like the magna bloodshed weapons was kind of like the biggest uh indicator for that. Need to chat Noir with his uncap next week. That's a good question. Because doesn't he play around? Didn't they give him like a little trap gimmick thing when they made his rebalance? Which is when they made him good. I think this didn't have it. I almost destroyed something else. I don't know about worth a lot, but it'll be worth a lot. Oh wow, I could have gone. I was too lazy to check that, so that's fine. Yeah, unfortunately now we're in like the slow pacing for leveling. So once we hit 95 though, we'll get a decent little bump for some damage. Well, also defenses too, because prodigious defense is gonna be pretty good. I kind of want to just keep rolling that to get calamitous and prodigious defense. I would also take Fuel the Fight and Calamitous, and then I'll just try to reroll the other one. Either one works. There's a couple different variations in fight. Maybe usable, yeah, staff proficiency with the other meta cake. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot I need a staff. Ooh. The only problem is that I think we need more points. Grab it. To grab the two. Oh, that's yeah. We definitely want it three. So that way they'll be here. Oh, oh, S Jatar? Jatar? I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was your
Hello there.
stream? Oh, there we go. For the streamer things. Oh, fellow Path of Exile enjoyer. Love to see it. Love to see it. How was your PoE? Did you get the drops? Did you meet your goals? Well, welcome raiders. Also, thank you for the follow. My name is Marshmallow Bear. As you can tell, I'm a bear VTuber. I usually stream a bunch of different games. Right now, well, I'm trying to finish up my PoE challenges to get the unique finisher, and before I take a break, so that way I'm not burnt out for PoE 2. But I play a multitude of different games. And I usually stream twice a day from Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central during day stream, 9 p.m. till usually midnight or 1 in the morning for the night stream. But I hope your stream was good. Right now, I'm trying to roll this to try to get prodigious defense, calamitous, and something else, or prodigious defense, fuel the fight, and then like martial prowess, so that way I can have those. But it is not cooperating. On a strength stacking summoner. Interesting. I've heard of that one. I guess, well, mostly because I feel like strength tracking right now is kind of being drowned out with the all the Juggernaut Molten Strike builds. Yeah, right now this is a Molten Strike Trickster. It was originally Lightning Strike, but I don't like Lightning Strike, so I tried Molten Strike, and I like the way Molten Strike feels better. We need like, well, I need to get an actual real pair of gloves because I've been using these because they just happen to roll pretty decently, like usable things. While I was farming Cortex just to see if I can get a Bottled Faith, which I still hate that fight. And then I need a better ring, but I was also just using this because I just had it lying around. Spectre from Ritual that has 20% damage per 10 of their strength. So with Bulgarian, they get 1% damage. Oh, that sounds neat. Fuck, of course not. Yeah, I don't think. Well, I don't know if I'd count it as a minion build. I think the only minion build I've ever done is Bama. I did a Necro Bama last league, and that felt pretty good. I was tempted to do it again this league, but then I was like, no. So I started with Chieftain Fire Slam, and then did Garatha's Retaliate Gladiator, and then now I'm doing this. There's also a Warden that I pretend doesn't exist. I haven't found a build that I liked on Warden, so I just let it there. sitting in the side. 2000 strength equals 2000% damage. Big numbers. I don't think I've ever broken past like. I think the highest I've gotten for strength was like 500 once. Once. I don't think I've ever gotten higher than that. Your heart minions are bust. I am different. If it's not like I spend most of my time here. If it's not like this area of the tree, I don't know what I'm doing. I used to be in here. Like, I used to be a Templar Marauder player, and then like a Duelist started getting buffed, and so then I've always now I've been down here for the past like year, and then this league I've been trying to expand, so I'm learning my way around the Trickster side, plus dabbling into the Ranger a little bit. Let me put these in before I forget. All over that area easy, yeah, yeah. That area for strength is juicy for real. Obvious bias towards necromancers. I never could have told. I think you did a pretty good job hiding it, honestly. Close his eyes. Doesn't look. It's kind of weird because like you would think that I would have like a thing. Like the only necro build I've ever done right was Bama, and you would think like, for instance, I'm a big Death Knight fan in like World of Warcraft, and I would main Unholy DK, so summon a bunch of monsters kind of deal. Raise Army of the Dead, stuff like that. Pretty cool. So you would think that with like Necromancer I'd be all over it, but realistically speaking, Marauder is my love. Marauder is probably like at heart my main, but I'll dabble in like Slayer and this league's Gladiator, which I don't think I'll ever do Gladiator again, but it's just I just like to hit things really hard, make them go ow, don't hit me. Frosty came in. All right, so the real important question: do you like dual wielding or two handed frost? This is very important. There's only one right answer. I'm gonna go through all of my red juice. Not like I'm gonna use it on anything else though. Router does you love as well. Summoner's Chieftain. Oh, so you're also taking advantage of the. Are you using the new Warcry one? Are you taking advantage of that too with the summoner? Tanking or DPS? Tank is. Alright. You have unlocked a mysterious third answer that is passable. For me, I always two hand. Two hand frost. I like seeing big numbers go bunk. Oh, that one's really good. Oh, I can re-roll that other one now. That other one's gonna be hard to get though. Because I want the strike leader for the range. Oh, that was really good, actually. Whole lot of good feed the fury is gonna do me with oh, I just put the same one back in. Oopsies. How about that? Oh wait, no, did I? Did they just have the same thing? Oh, they both have martial prowess. That's why. I was looking, I thought one of them didn't have martial prowess. So now we can get martial prowess and feel the fight, and then eventually I can get Calamitous later. I don't know, is that better than Strike Leader? Because the problem we have right now is I can't turn on Tempest Shield, so my block isn't very high. We're at 68%, that's good enough. Rallying Cry and using. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. I always butcher the crap out of that hammer's name. Weapon damage to minions. Oh, I think I remember seeing like a passing video by what is it? Something Bunny? I think it was one I saw. I saw like one of their very first videos on it. I didn't pay too much attention because me and minions. I'm just like, oh cool. I go like, oh cool. Anyway, I want to do a Frosty K style character in PoE. I'm screwed. Over by all the good melee characters being male. Rue. Honestly, like in PoE 2, I had really hoped, which I don't remember if they announced it or not, but I hoped that in PoE 2 you could be like male or female and everything. I used to have this really bad thing where I didn't want to play as female characters. I don't know if I should go for these three first or try to get decisions. Because prodigious defender is really helpful, but calamitous is also really helpful because we are kind of having an issue with shocks. So the extra 10% would be good, and the increased effect would be nice. I mean, I think the only, I guess like Frost DK character you could do is you could try the Frostblade Warden. No, that's not really Frost DK because he's like, I think it's still like Claw and Shield instead of dual wielding. Trying to think of like what else there. I don't know if anybody's tried it with Frostblade of Catabasis or not because I know that's like a big Slayer one right now. No characters all seem to give you anxiety. That's why I play with audio turned off, except for filter. What's up, Cosmic? How's your week going? Oh, actually, I'd been meaning to ask. Are any of you planning on doing the gauntlet next week? Are any of you falling for the free MTX box bait that they're tossing out? I kind of want to just go for this because I just need one more level. I can grab this and then I can put that other jewel in for more energy shield. Nah, fuck it. I'll worry about that later because I also just need to get a good prodigious defense rolled jewel. Back to using my juice. At least, well, that like opens it up a bit more. Going for 95 again in Gauntlet, bro. Jeez, that's the confidence. That's the confidence. I'm going for a solid make it to Act 10 before the event ends. You decided on a build yet? Passing, you're technically still a noob. I mean, I'd like to say I consider myself a noob, but that's not even not even that's not true at all whatsoever. I have like well over 1,000 hours in this game. But I don't know. I still think it's like if you're interested, I'd probably just give it a try, just to go. At least get to level 8. If you get to level 8, you get an achievement. You gotta win the gauntlet. Oh my goodness. Is that's some real confidence right there. Do you have your speech ready? Of course you would. There's no way you're gonna roll another notable, are you? Okay. If that had hit another notable, I was gonna lose my mind. I've been trying to get that exact setup. Whatever. What's up, Zephyr? I think I can get past Hillock, to be honest, bro. I'm so scared of Hillock. I'm gonna try to do Archmage Hierophant. And I'm just sitting here being like, I need to 1v1 Hillock with a Glacial Hammer. Not gonna have a fun time. Happy if you finish at least Act 5 in the Gauntlet. But Cosmic, you need to get to Act 10 so you can get the free MTX box. What if we annul that? What if we annul that and exalt it again? Oh? I have plenty of annuls. Oh? Come on now. Alright, GG. I thought my luck was pretty good when it just kept doing it. Farm Oni Goroshi easy. Oh, that just sounds painful. To level 40, Mr. 9 Lives Struggle Bus League. Hardcore SSF with plus 30% monster health and damage. I mean, all you have to worry about outside of that is like, bro, the 30% elemental pen. And then into 30% extra physics cast damage. Thumbs up. All you need to worry about. You're fine. You can make it Act 10, Necro. I believe in you. Uh, I need like prodigious defense and like strike leader, preferably. The extra prod is more dangerous, you feel, but while oversoul laser will hurt. Mm, I'm trying to think. I think like the extra prod would only really be a problem in for like the early acts for I guess depends on what you go, but I think the most dangerous part would be when you're going through the where Fairgraves is. Because that's where there's a lot of the like the spectral throw. But like the reason I'm like concerned about the pen is because you have the ice dude. What's his name? For the medicine thing? Bro, you get hit by that like glacial cascade once, you're like screwed. Like I don't I have no idea how you're getting through like gonna survive getting hit by that thing. Honestly, with 30% like elemental pen. Bro, I'm not walking in there till I'm like 120% cold res. Then they have then there's all the what is it? Like yeah, there's just so much stuff that gives you so much elemental damage that it's just like I'm crying. Finish Act 10 with 4 life flasks is EDPS, but max bro. 4 life flasks, 1 bismuth flask. That's all we got. That's all we're running in with. We're gonna come out of the gauntlet ready to play like full piano slam builds. Just easy. Technically I knew we played last month and a half of Acropolis. I'm over 1,400 hours currently in PoE. Hey yo, another over 1,000 hour noob. High five. Just not gonna get a quick silver E. True, who needs to go fast? We'll just get one to drop. Who needs one from a quest reward? You know what I'll do is big brain is you have like your main character and then you just make a bunch of rangers and just run them through until one of them finishes that quest and you just put that in the stash and you just carry on with life. Boom, big brain. Oh shit, we hit it again. I just need to grab a nulls. I just need to hold on to nulls. All right. Okay. Nope. The fact that this hit that twice like annoys me. I'm gonna run through all my red juice though. I just need like prodigious defense, right? Leader, and then like something that puts those two on the sides. This game is testing my patience. Three times in a row. You guys won't believe how much juice I used last time to try to get both of those together. Get some kind of early perma-stun character. No act bosses, stun immune, except Katava. Yeah, I think you're right. It's just the only reason is I don't know is because you'd have to like I feel like any good stun character is in melee range, and that I feel like that's just like a bit of a death sentence with the mods, honestly. Farming iceberg maps for the glacial hideout. Good luck. I wish you as much luck as I had. I ran Shaper 5 times this league, and I got this Celestial Hideout in 5 runs. I don't know how the math adds up, but a lot of people I was seeing seem to have been had to do more than that. Most numbers I saw were like in the 20s, 20 pluses. So I'm gonna just say that I was on the lucky side. Sometimes I Celestial and 5 Shapers. Yep. 5 Shapers was all it took for me to get the Celestial Hideout. To be fair though, I didn't get the terrace hideout, and I ran that map like for a week straight, trying to get nameless here to spawn. So it like balances out, I guess, kind of, sorta, depending on which one you like better. I like the celestial one better personally. I'm in the 30s currently with a non-functional character. I feel like you should just run it with like. Are you running it with like 3 Quicksilver flasks? Just I would do it. Can I please just get something with 3 with prodigious defense? I don't even care if it's like the other 2 are any good. The answer is no, because I can see my red juice like disappearing. Oh shit! I should have tried to like annul exalt that one. I can't. What if you just have prodigious defense? Juice is gone. Red juice is kind of cheap though. Wait, no, I think red juice is like slightly more expensive this league. I think so, because I do need dedicated standard characters, so I'm using them to level and figure out the build. That's fair. Maybe get some tea and food. Okay, I hope you get some good noms. Thank you again for the raid. I'm gonna go back to using what little red, purple. I think this is supposed to be like purple juice, but it looks red to me. To try to see if we can get this, and then I'm gonna cry when I don't, and then go back into maps so I can finish my challenge. Ugh. Pain. I always called it purple due to the plants being purple. I won't lie to you, the plants look red to me too. Like, they look like a magenta-ish color, but they look more red than anything. I also forgot I had a map open before I started rolling that. Oopsies. I also didn't put these in. Fine. I mean, those points weren't really giving us anything important anyway. Oh, this is gonna get kind of laggy though, because I have ritual. Forewarning ahead of time. Is there a bismuth in here? There's a bismuth in here, isn't there? I don't know why ritual makes. Well, I kind of know why things like. Oh shit! Angry bears. Red, purple is too much of. You know what? Valid. Valid. I can respect it. You suck. Martial prowess is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it'd be pretty. It wouldn't be too bad, but I didn't expect it to feel. That felt a lot better than all the other ones I did. If I could just get a warlock gloves though, I think I could break like 8,000 ES, and we'd be sitting pretty comfy. I need a refill on my orbs of regret though. I used like 80 out of my 600. Whatever will I do? Kind of sucks when harvest is like right next to the boss though. I have to run all the way back. Oh, or like honestly, if like volcanic fissure of snaking wasn't a transfigure gem, I probably would have tried to do that again for the gauntlet. That's such a comfy skill. to use if you like using slams. You just half the times like I don't even know what's going on and it's killing like half the map for me. It's just a little bit on the squish side compared to like the stuff that has block. It feels kind of bad. And it only has like 800 regen. So it's like it's fine for mapping and it can do like easy bossing because it has a decent amount of damage in it. But in some of the harder maps, it kind of falls apart. Though I also kind of just unga bunga jump into packs. So it's a bit skill issue on top of that. Why are you not Warlock Gloves? The one downside to when I need like gear is I'll get it. I'll get so much of it when I'm not looking for it. Because I remember seeing a bunch of Warlock Gloves on my other characters. And I never picked them up because I was like, I'll never need those. Here I am on a Trickster. Womp womp. To be fair though, like I blame my RNG because I got Ephemeral Edge, and then I was like, if I get a Voice of Storms, I'll play Trickster. And I think it took me like 7 runs to get a Voices. And I was like, well, I guess we're playing Trickster. Because originally I wanted to do the Viper Strike of the Mamba Trickster. But unfortunately, the only Ungles I've gotten all league, I gave it to Rog to disenchant before that build existed, like was known. Or at least before the, all the videos about it were out. I haven't been able to get another Ungle since. So here we are on Molten Strike Trickster. And to be honest, it's not bad. It's letting me live my Fuego Bola's dreams. Clear's a little slow though, because since I don't have rare gloves, I can't get the implicit for +1 strikes, so I can have like +3, which really makes the clear feel really nice. Oh, I thought that was actual currency. Unfortunately, those are not exactly useful. Kind of hard to use a Omen that activates at 25% HP when you are at 1 HP at all times. Not exactly very useful, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't go off of, it doesn't care about your ES at all. Okay, fine, I want one. Actually, is that the first one we got? Yeah, that is the first quant one we've gotten. Yeah, because I took Orb of Regret and then I took basic currency. I love how when I take like the dupe the basic currency, it usually dupes like a lot of other stuff. And then if I take that with like Chaos Orbs, the Chaos Orbs just never get duped. Oh, Warlock Gloves. I need you. Yeah, okay, Martial Prowess is actually a really good pickup. I forget how important attack speed is for these types of builds. Like attack speed is good on builds in general. But like I always forget how important it is for stuff like Molten Strike and Lightning Strike. I don't know, the only thing I don't really like about Lightning Strike is it has like the sweet spot. Like I kind of like harped on it a bit last stream, but it was just like Lightning Strike has a sweet spot that you just see a lot of, like you just see that Like the health bars just evaporate when they're in that sweet spot, and then when they're not, it's substantially slower, and I just really don't like that. I mean, Molten Strike has its own issues. It's not like it's perfect, but I feel like it's like less of a problem. I'll verse him. But yeah, the big upgrades we're kind of aiming for right now is getting a pair of Warlock gloves to roll. When we get that rolled, re-roll our whatchamacalls them. Reroll our boot. Well, actually, we have a pair of Warlock boots to reroll, but probably reroll our chest piece at some point with dense fossils, since right now we have a max HP roll and that doesn't do us any good because, well, we're at 1 HP permanently. And then getting a. I'm dead. Yeah, getting a corrupting blood immunity, Joel, would be nice. I saw that and I was like, oh, corrupting blood. Yay. But unfortunately, with this build, I can't stop attacking or I die. And then if I keep attacking, I die. So that's the issue with corrupting blood when I can't kill things. Oy, oy, oy. That and I haven't gotten finished getting my Pantheons because I have corrupting blood immunity on like everything else. Oh, I had a return. Nice. Oh, and we were almost done too. Edge. Omen of return is kind of nice. I usually try to keep one in my back pocket. Granted, I don't always want one because of the fact that a lot of times, we call it. Sometimes when you die is not exactly where you want to pop back up, which is why usually when I put one in here, like, cause usually in harvest I'll put one down, but this one's pretty close. But usually I'll put it by the actual door itself, so that way if I die, it's not like in a pack of things that are dangerous. I have time to come back and assess this. Hey, more tier 3, okay. Assess the situation. Yeah, that attack speed makes it feel so much better. I probably should have just kept going with the red juice. Red juice is what I need for. Well, I guess I could try rolling it with fossils. That is an option now that I think about it. When you use fossils, because that's what I was rolling for my on my gladiator for his whatchamacallit. For his cluster jewels, I used fossils, jagged fossil spam. And I definitely got what he wanted like a lot faster than I would have if I just used juice. And it's not like I'm hurting for currency. I have like 3k chaos. Gotta burn it on something. Which recently has mostly just been replica Gemba. I've just been buying like three full stacks of the div card that gives you a replica, random replica, and then being like, can we win the lottery with this? Which we quasi did, actually. We got the replica Abyssus. I just don't know if I'll ever get to use it this league. Oh, nice. It didn't consume the blue. And I almost like tossed it to Rog until my brain went, wait, I've seen builds use this before. And indeed, I have that and the Rockiatas, so I could do a Flicker Strike Slayer build, but I don't have the replica ferals for. Who knows though? Maybe we'll win the. I don't know. I might do some replica Gamba tonight at the end of stream if they're still within a reasonable price. Realistically, I started doing it for a copium. Whatchamacallit? A copium replica Albrand's Warpath because I've always wanted to kind of like. Well, I always tell myself I'm gonna try to do heist and level it up and like just farm it myself. And then I think this league was the one that I've given it its most like its best shot at trying it. I can't do it. I can't having to level all the little character dudes. I can't get the characters, gear them up, and then just the idea that I'd have to do it all over again next league. I'm like, no, I'm good. And then I discovered there's a div card that gives you a random replica. I was like, I'd rather farm the chaos to just buy that and just gamba prage my way to replica Oberons than do that. I mean, realistically, I should just trade, but I don't like trade. I don't like having to whisper something and wait for them to get back to me. I'm lazy. The currency exchange was made for people like me. I like the currency exchange. As someone who doesn't actively partake in like item trade, I actually don't mind that you can't buy items on it. I've seen a lot of people being like, they really need to let you like buy and sell on it, and I'm like, not really. The only thing that would be nice if there was a way to like access the interface for. Did I put the right thing in favor? I did. Uh, I think the only thing that would be nice would be if we could sell maps somehow, and like forbidden tomes would be nice to sell. I gotta go back, but I'm perfectly content just being able to buy currency and scarabs and stuff like that. Move little 360 maneuver. I see there's like an Eldritch pack hiding somewhere. A lot of times they like to hide in the little corners. I forgot to update my loop filter before stream. I haven't updated it in like a week. So I don't have it telling me which scarabs are worth more money again. Granted, I kind of know some of them because I watched some of the videos from like Snoobe and stuff like that. 100% increased chaos resistance. You mean free quant and rarity? Appreciate you. I wonder how this would build would do in Delve. Probably not very good. Sacred chainmail. Hmm. Oh, I should try. Uh, I need to test how. Oh, I almost died in there. My shrine though, fuckers. Aha. Who's you dead in there? But I need to try Petrified Ember with Molten Strike because it does pretty poorly on with Lightning Strike apparently. I've tried it a couple times with Lightning Strike and both times the tree died completely. Oh shit! I have Corrupting Blood. I'm dead. Bro, that's such a pain in the ass debuff, dude. Where's my flask? I don't even have enough mana for this. I don't even know why I'm using it. As soon as I turn it on, it turns right back off. I've died twice because of Corrupting Blood because I don't have the 5-stack one. I've been neglecting doing my oh, that's how much XP I've just lost too for 2 deaths in a row, which is not good because I need to hit the next level. I need to hit 93 so I can get Calamitous. Honestly, I don't know why I even had the tincture. Like the tincture instantly turns off as soon as I turn it on. I get like 2 stacks of mana burn and all my mana goes out the window because I'm at like what 79? Yeah. Well, it's not too bad with this one. It was worse on the other one. I just don't like how the inflicts corrupting blood is literally, oh hey, you hit the monster, you gain corrupting blood. Like, what? How does it make any sense? Like, that's such a weirdly designed modifier. I forgot I had decoy totem. I forgot I leveled decoy totem exactly for this. Shaking my head. I could have had that be an untouched tree. I'm just trolling. Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm trying to get corrupting blood immunity on my cobalt jewels, but I haven't had any luck. I think the one cobalt I had a cobalt jewel that had corrupting blood immunity, and then me and my infinite wisdom decide to like toss it out because I was like, I'll never need a cobalt jewel. To be fair though, it didn't have energy shield on it. I remember that much. It had something else because I was rolling it for something else. Anything hiding over here? 2 scorpions. They could have had a divine orb. I can't let them live. Yeah, the more I play with the Molten Strike, the happier I am that I swapped from Lightning Strike to it. Lightning Strike may end up having be like the superior damage one in the long run, but I just I don't know, there's just something about the feel for it. Abomination. A map I'm probably never going to run. I do have fortresses I need to run, but I'm gonna try it after getting this character to like 10,000 ES at least. Like that's still probably not enough, but I think if I like just roll it for as many weak modifiers as I can, it should be able to handle it on 10k for Fortress. Because if I can do that, I have enough Maven chisels to that would help me complete another trial. Because realistically, I could finish all 36 that I would need for all the cosmetic rewards, but the portal doesn't really call my attention because I'm probably just never going to use anything that's not the spider portal unless I get something else from like a box that I like. I'm still kind of sad that this league was like the effects aren't bad, right? Like getting a weapon effect and the cape isn't too bad. The character effect, I'm not particularly a fan of it personally. It's too big over the character for me, for my personal preference, because sometimes it's blocked like some explosions and stuff. And then unfortunately, like it's I like using it while leveling like through the story because then it you know it activates all the time. But since it's based off of like how much XP you get, it's like when you're you know in the level 90 pluses, it's a little it like doesn't do anything for like 90% of the go. So like I kind of wish it was just like your character like instead of just being the big rock, it was just like a bunch of runes just rotate around your character while you're just killing things on the map kind of deal. And like the more things you kill, the more like runes are running around you. But it's still not bad. I mean, I'll take it. It's free. I'll probably just use it whenever leveling, just so it'd be like, ooh, look at the rock. It slammed me upside the head and gave me a concussion. But the cape isn't too bad. But I think the biggest wins from it is would definitely be the weapon effect, which looks pretty good on anything that's not an axe. And actually, I don't know how it looks on a staff at the moment either. I just know that it looks cool on claws and swords. It looks kind of whatever on two-handed axes and a mallet, and on one-handed axes for the most part, depending on the model. Uh, and then I want the unique finisher just because it does look pretty cool. I've seen it in other people's videos, and I don't have one, so. Oh, two maps from two tier 17s from one map. That's actually pretty rare. I think that's the first time I've ever gotten two tier 17s from one map. And this isn't even my mapping atlas. This is just my ritual harvest one. Ugh. Why couldn't it do that when I was running academies for double fortresses? That would have been fantastic. That would have been so good. Is there a point that I can salvage from somewhere to get calamitous? Probably not. I think like every point I have right now I need. Yeah, need that. I don't actually know if we need this for like I feel like we could probably drop these 2 points and just grab Ghost Reaver and then grab Calamitous, but I haven't actually tested without it and I don't feel like testing it right now. I'm probably gonna die. I can't get rid of any of these nodes. I can't get rid of that. Yeah, no, I'm just like I'm at a point where like everything I have I need. Unfortunately. So I can't pull out like a point to toss. That feels so weird. Most of my builds usually have like a passive here or there that I'm like, okay, I can like live without that. But this one, it's like, no, this build is just like, no, we need what we need and we got it. And we're using all of it. Wait, where's the? Did I leave it? No. Oh wait, no, I equipped it, didn't I? Did I? No, I didn't. Where's that jewel? Organization is not my forte. This one? No. Please don't tell me I yeeted it. I think I might have yeeted. Oh no, there it is. Ooh, sheesh. A little bit more. Mana reservation. Almost gave a whole. That almost gave another 200 right there, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, if only I could get. I guess we can try. After running this map, we can try seeing if that one. Because all I've been doing is just getting max percent energy shield rolls and then just corrupting it and then just hoping one gives me just keeps the jewel the same but gives me corrupting blood immunity. Also after this I'll actually get around to completing my pantheon. Oh shit. I was wondering why I was taking damage. This is what happens when you don't read. You don't double check the modifiers. I really should just make a regex at some point. Oops. Uh I was wondering why I was losing so much HP just jumping through. And then I decided to swing, which I mean I would have died at the boss anyway. So I guess better now than never. Oh, that was a waste of scarabs too, though. Kind of sucks. That's fine. I'm gonna finish my pantheon. I haven't. I've been neglecting. 1, 2, 3. Probably the most important one is the Apex Hunter. Need a fields map. Need to run it. I don't really care about the right. Um, I think I can just search with Lunaris. Yeah. I think we only really care about the first two. Moon Temple. To be fair, I'll probably just alch them as long as they don't have reflect. Ellie reflect. I'll probably still run them. Or Cold River. I might as well just grab the underground one, everyone. crit. Extra fizz is fire. No, that would like tear my build apart. Plus cooldown. I don't. These I think I'm just gonna run to the boss, kill the boss, and then carry on my way. Don't really want to spend more time than I have to on the map, honestly. Long as I don't get lost along the way. Which is very likely. Oh, is this the... No, this is just the power charge. I feel like I'm dealing like no damage. Oh, they probably rolled like something resistant. I guess we'll stop by, see what's on the harvest. I should remember next time to swap it to the other one. Just to see if we can get a synth map off of the boss. Do you imagine if they had like given the ephemeral edge enchant like two-handed swords? I feel like Molten Strike of the Zenith would have just gone crazy on Trickster then. I was gonna say I doubt it's gonna have more than, but never hurts to check in case it has a tier 4. Because there was one time I saw like 3 plants on one, like 3 tier 3s, and I just clicked it, and then as I was like scooting over to position, I saw the other one had a tier 4 plant in it, and I was like, oh. And I've done that more than once. I think I've done it like 3 times this league alone. Well, this league mostly, because I swear for whatever reason they increased the chance of spawns for tier 4s. Because I have not used a single cornucopia, and I think in like the first week almost, maybe the first week and a half of doing maps, I had finished the objective for killing 5 tier 4 plants. It was ridiculous. And I've killed one yesterday and I've killed one today already. Which then I compared to last league where I was farming for a tier 4 red plant for so much to try to get because there was a rage build I wanted to try with oh hey Valdo's puzzle box. More chaos. Uh that wanted the bear girdle. And so I was just gonna be like, I'll just farm for my own bear girdle. I didn't see a tier 4 plant the entire time. Oh well, I used the cornucopia scarab to try to get it. Didn't get the bear girdle, and then I was just like, all right, whatever. I quit. And then this league, I've killed every tier 4 plant. Like, I think I probably killed each one of them at least like 3 or 4 times each, minimum, not more than that. Well, not each. I think I've killed the yellow one twice, but the other 2 I've definitely killed like 4 or 5 times. Shoot, I had one time where the bear, there was 2 of them. The double plant thing procced on the bear, and so I had to fight 2 bears. I was like, ooh. Bear girdle. That one didn't give me the bear girdle. I got the bear girdle from like a separate single one. Why is this so long? I need the Versium. Good. Gucci. Of course not. Of course you're gonna like summon another one. Whatever. Oh, you're not. I have to get some extra quant if it's gonna give it to me. I'm not gonna say no. Next. Valda's puzzle box though. It's been a little bit since I've had one of those drop. Did I get another one? I can sell them. Well, I don't know if they're still going for the same. Last time I was selling them, it was like 3 div for 2. And then my dumbass was instead of selling them for chaos stars when I had 1, I just kept selling 1 for 1 div. Because you can't sell them for 1.5 divs. But you can sell them for 1.5 divs worth of chaos if I just hadn't been a dum dum. I forgot to swap it. Well, why are they possessed? Sold them for 2 div and waited for the market to come to you. Fair. That's definitely smarter. I'm just lazy. Why is like the Sister of Light just freaking out? She just constantly has this like weird warp bubble around her, so also what's my shitty luck that I didn't pay attention? These guys are so tanky. Well, she's so tanky. The other one's like almost dead. This one got Warlord's grip. Yeah, a lot of times I'm just like super lazy and I just want to sell it. Well, at the time it was like kind of earlier in the league. I was like, oh, I could use the div now. So I was trying to buy something else. Like I think I was trying to buy a bunch of scarabs. I don't remember why I wanted the div. I think I just wanted it just because it was a div. Now that I think about it. Because like I don't ever plan on like I've just been kind of eating my divs at the whatchamacallit, um, the omen that guarantees a unique. I may or may not have spent 7 divs for an Aegis Aurora when if I just traded for the item would have cost me I think like 30 something chaos. But drugs. That's not like I was gonna spend my div on anything else really. I guess I could have probably pulled together enough to get a Nimbus. Why do you have like a warp bubble? Why are you reaching warp speed? Like I don't understand what this bubble effect is. I've never seen her have this. Also, I think the other reason was that like there was a while that I was trying to, smartly set um the oh that's not good. They're stacked on top of each other again. Uh Smartly like, set it for a little bit more to try to make some more chaos and then someone like 3 bozos would come out of nowhere and just undercut the shit out of everybody else for no reason. And then I'm like, all right, never mind, I give up. I give up. You die? Why does Warlord's gonna make you so tanky? I That one died like so quickly in comparison. Like, like why does the Warlord's grip make him so much tankier? Jeez. That's so crazy how tanky the singular spirit possession can make them. Is it maybe in due to in part to like the blocking thing? I don't because the bubble thing was so weird. Hmm. All right, you run these. Or at least try to because I always get lost in this layout. I think it's to the left. That pack's too juicy to pass up. I couldn't have it. It's too clumped together and I'm playing Molten Strike. Like, you can't expect me to like see that clump and not take a swing at it. Oh my god, I'm gonna be like so lost. I'm gonna explore the entire map. I also kept. I like how I said I was gonna swap to. Oh, we found it. Nice, winning. I was gonna swap to my other one that has the percentage chance to get a synth map when you kill the boss, and I just didn't do it. I guess the wrong direction. Yeah, I remember to do it for one of them. And this one is the one that we can't get more than 5 corrupting blood. Boom. A speed shrine? Red shrine. Is that a speed shrine? Right. Is this a speed shrine? That's just another defense. To be fair, probably would have given me a speed shrine. Well, I would have had a decent chance, I guess, if I tried. If I just picked them up, because this atlas has the shrines on it, which I need to take it off. I only put the shrines on it while I was leveling this character, because this character was like kind of struggle bussing at the beginning. Part of the reason why I just bought the Omen for it to get an Aegis Aurora. All right, let's see all the puzzle boxes going for 1.26. Wow, they dropped a fairly decent amount. 90 my ass, bro. I definitely put that higher and probably would, but I'm good. All right. Oh wait, shit. I need to take that. Okay. Well, no, I'll just run the scarabs that I have. Run the scarabs I have, which I usually like doing in batches of 20. That was fast. And then I'll go buy another pack. Much obliged, Faustus. Much obliged. I don't open the those puzzle boxes because I'm never running those. Just not happening. But I will gamble if I get Voidborn Reliquary keys, which I think I've gotten 2 this league, which is a lot. I think before that I'd only ever gotten 1, but I haven't gotten another one since, unfortunately. Like in a while. It's been a bit. Oh, also, how much do I need? 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 9 points. 1, 2. I don't really care too much for shrines, personally. Oh, I had a refund point in there. Oh, that's fine. Consecrated ground is just a pain. I don't feel like dealing with it. Should be doable. For that higher. The follow chains will be a pain, but it should be doable. 81% is good enough. I swear binding orbs are like a chance to roll like tougher modifiers, so I tend to get a decent amount of 80+% with the chisels too. Like with the chisels in effect. I think that's 75%. If it wasn't because I just don't have enough ES on hit to be able to sustain in a map, because like I only have 3 on hit right now. So, which we're like 4 projectiles. No, another 4, so that's like 8 plus. I don't know if it takes into account the one from the tree. I think that's like 9 times 3 is 20. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to sustain that. That would not be getting assumed. Yeah, we'll just run the 5 maps and then we'll buy the scarabs that I. Oh, it kind of sucks because I've been using scarabs of adversaries for I think probably almost the entirety of the league, really. And they were pretty cheap early on because people weren't really using them. And then they've slowly been just increasing in price. I think they were like almost 2 chaos a piece now or something like that. Before I was buying them 1-to-1. And I just watched as they slowly increased in price. I forgot to swap my atlas back to the other one. Oh well. Whatever, we'll kill the boss and then just mosey our way on backwards then. Basically means we don't have to like look for a harvest. To be honest, I should try running this with delirium. This can do my delirium tree. But I don't really feel like inflicting myself into doing delirium right now. I was doing a lot of delirium last week because I was trying to get more chaos damage over time. Medium jewels, so I can try to get a more chaos damage over time medium cluster jewel, so I can set up for the Viper Strike of the Mamba Trickster, because I have the 2 voices that I need. When I was doing Simulacrum for the challenge, I got 2 5 passive voices, which ironically enough, I think were the only voices I got the whole time, so that was pretty nice. I got a couple Megalomaniacs too, but they weren't all that great. I think one of them could see some use in a like an Archmage build that uses lightning damage, but most Archmage builds right now I think are like either fire or ice. Also, at this point, I should probably just sell my. I was hoarding my Harbingers scarabs. So I was gonna retry the Harbinger strat to try to get a fracturing orb for the challenge where you have to spend like expensive currency for crafting, which I ended up just getting an Awakener's orb and an Orb of Conflict and just going that route instead. I didn't have to worry about the fractured orbs because fractured orbs and veiled orbs are fucking expensive. And I tried the Harbinger Scarab for like 20 maps, and I didn't even see like I don't have the 6 slot, I just have the 5 slot, but I didn't even see a whiff of a fracturing shard, let alone get a fracturing orb. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just see if I can buy the other ones. Which luckily we could. The other ones were pretty cheap by comparison. Well, it also helps that I had like 4 of them. I had the sacred orbs, which I bought one like early on, and then it ended up that I didn't need to because my chippers brought back a bunch of sacred orbs, and I naturaled a couple along the way, but they were really cheap, so it didn't really matter. Oh, this is the layout that I hate the most. When this one goes like all the way down, like this. Oh, this one's such a pain to look for mobs in. It's so much nicer when this one just cuts this way and then goes straight down. Because it doesn't make this like giant area. This giant like square area. But yeah, but I had an orb of dominance. Well, I had whichever one you get from doing the Eater XR boss fights, and then I had a sacred orb. I forget what the other one was. What was the other one that I had? Oh, not you. This one was also really easy to do. Chaotic creations. I got pretty lucky. Extravagant equipment. That's the one. Yeah, I somehow I got sacred orb. I bought. I think it was a tempering orb early. I got when I was running for trying to get the pieces for to run Sirius through my conch maps. I had a warlord exalt. So I had that, and then I just bought an awakener's orb and an orb of conflict. I'm pretty sure are the two that I bought. And then I had the orb of dominance. So I had like these four. So that one was kind of nice to complete. Though I never would have been able to do it without the currency exchange. The currency exchange is so nice for completing your challenges. Honestly, with the currency exchange, like I don't know what they're gonna do for uh I guess they don't have to do anything. They could just leave SSF to people who want to play like that. Because I play before this league, I'd basically play like SSF. It's just I wouldn't play on SSF because there was no I'm not gonna be chasing the leaderboards at all. And there's no benefit, right? It's not like Ruthless where you get more rewards for doing less challenges because it's harder kind of deal. So I always just played on the normal league. Like I just played on regular trade for the leagues because I know people that play the game. So if I get stuff while they're playing, like I'm always down to just toss it over their way if I can be helpful. That's from back when I used to do a lot of MMOs. I always when I had like downtime, I would just go farm resources and toss them into the guild bank. Sell a bit on the side so that I could make my own shmoney. His vulnerability is no joke. But now especially with the currency exchange, like I have no real reason to play like in enforced SSF because the currency exchange just lets me play how I want and still be able to accomplish things easily enough. That's kind of nice. I don't know. I would say the currency exchange was a resounding success in my opinion. It did good. Oh, mining coil. Not as wanted as before because of the new bases, but still pretty decent to have. I've still seen a good number of builds making use of that in Dawn Breaker. I don't think I'll ever play the builds for that, but no real reason. Oh, I had a Calm's Heart drop yesterday. I don't know. I doubt I'll ever use it, but I thought that was kind of cool. Also, this I meant to toss it to Rog. Let's say, is that what I think it is? Yes, yes, it is. Taking my head. Oh, are my ships back yet? They should have been back. I'm gonna go back to doing the 5 Verisium bars because I swapped to doing the the filler shipments, right? Where it's like originally I was doing 5 Verisium bars, and then that netted me a couple of power runes. I think I got like 2 power runes that way, and then I saw that the like quote unquote super efficient way was to do it with 2 Verisium bars and two dust, which does generate the same amount of scarabs and runes, but after doing that for about like a week and a half to 2 weeks, I have not gotten a single power rune from that. So I'm gonna go back to doing the 5 and seeing if maybe the other times. Oh, I keep forgetting. I always get like one track minded. So I'm gonna go back to doing the 5, and if the 5s like give me power runes again, because I was generating almost like one every couple of days. But if that gives me a power rune again after doing that, I think there's probably like a multiplier that is just more hard focused on the actual bars themselves then, if that's the case. It could also just be a fluke, but it was a little too consistent for it to be a fluke, I feel. And also, I don't know if I'll play enough to get through it because I just need to finish getting another 112 of that done, and then I'm gonna turn around and do all of my Exarch like Black Star invitations, and I think that should net me enough to finish the. I forgot to change the thing again, bro. I'm telling you, like I am so one track minded on a lot of things. Uh, but that should get me enough for the Eldritch invitations, and then with that done, I'm probably just gonna try the Gauntlet and see if I can get to Act 10 in the Gauntlet with an Archmage. And then after that, I'm probably just gonna take a break from PoE for November, just so that way when PoE 2's early access starts in November, I'm not like burnt out. That and there's a couple gotcha games I want to get more caught up on. So, kind of the general game plan. I'm looking forward to PoE 2 though. I'm gonna go be a bear. Bear with volcano stompies. I don't know if I'll do the volcano one, but I'm kind of interested in trying out all the different stuff. I should have grabbed the Chaos Orb in that one. We had such a big pack of like Eldritch mobs here. Probably would have gotten a couple more Chaos out of it. That's fine. I haven't not been paying attention for Warlock gloves, unfortunately. I kind of wish that adversaries was like a percentage of rares and not just like 4 rares total, but it still feels really good even with just 4 packs of rares. Mm. Nothing in that corner. Sometimes like an Eldritch pack likes to hide in that corner, and then I'll have to go knock knock, wake it up. Honestly, I feel like I'm probably gonna just lose my mind when I try to do the gauntlet. I'm gonna play like I'm gonna go back to like playing like when I first played PoE, where I'm just like slow, like just slow walking. I want to fight like two things at a time, if that. Treat it like old school World of Warcraft, where if you fought more than like one or two things at a time, you're probably gonna die. Any cobalt jewels drop for that. A little late, but you know, getting a couple extra chaos won't hurt. I really just need to get a bunch more fire resistance so I can take that. That's like the only want like player shrine I can't take is the negative fire resist one, because I don't have enough fire resistance for it yet. I just need to get like 130 fire resistance and we can take that. At least one of those, just fine. Necrotic armor. I've been seeing so many necrotic armors drop now that I don't need one. I'm just like, no. Loves. I guess I always just send Crimson Iron to. Well, no, last time I tried that, it didn't give me what I needed when I was trying to get the Wyvern scale stuff. I was wondering why I was taking so much. I couldn't see the corrupting blood because of the remnant. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hope they add scarabs that bring back the effect of like the all flame. Well, I don't know if I'd want that to be on scarabs though. Well, I guess it could be because because like the alpha one's pretty nice for adding extra packs because it adds a bunch of them. Like what is it, like 18 to 22 packs of alpha stuff. But like I kind of want them to add like scarabs to add like expedition monsters, right? So you can get like a little bit of extra expedition currency without having to actually do expedition, stuff like that. That was probably like the only thing I liked about Necropolis was the all flame members. I thought that system was so nice. Because obviously you wouldn't generate anywhere near as much as if you just did the content itself, but it felt like such a nice way to add like, you know, maybe you just wanted to passively generate a little bit more. Like it was a nice way to, you know, you put a couple beyond monsters in there, or it's definitely like a worse way of getting tattoos. That much I can't even pretend like it's not. Like tattoos through shipping is like 10 times better than tattoos through the off flame system because You just get so many more. I remember putting the the Karui warriors on stuff that like should have like it was really good. Like they had really good mods to drop stuff, and then it dropped like a tattoo out of all of the packs I killed, and I'm like, brother, I'm like fighting for my life, trying to dodge the 2000 crit guys and the I forgot to change atlases again. Oh, bro, me and my brain. Uh, guys with like added chaos damage, like attack speed. You know, I love having my map that I took so long to roll so well to just get some sort of modifier on something that's gonna just murder my build. But like the all flame members, that's honestly probably like the only good system out of Necropolis in my opinion. Cause I don't know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it being able to like open the map and tossing them in there. I kind of like part of me just doesn't want like the all flames to come back though because I know they're not gonna let them. They're just gonna take up fucking stash space, and then it's gonna be like, oh well, here's an all flame stash that you can buy for like $20. And it's like maybe not. Maybe they'll do like the be nice to us like they did for the juice and add it to one of the other tabs or something, if they bring it back, or they make it like a permanent thing. But realistically, I think I'd rather just see scarabs. Like see more scarabs like the Alva scarabs where it's oh, I almost walked away from them. I'm glad I read. I double checked. But just being able to add like another bunch of packs of like stuff from different content is pretty nice. It's just I don't know, like the problem is that if they work like the Alva ones, then it's kind of whatever. Like the Alva ones, I don't know if they drop anything Alva specific. Like I don't think they drop mods like items with Alva mods on them, do they? I just toss them in just for extra, like a cheap way to put extra mobs on the map for extra gold. Though I stopped doing that when it ended up that like it was less than just putting Shaper Scarab with hordes and monstrous lineage and adversaries. I'd probably put them back with the 6 map slot device though. But when I get the 6 map slot device, it would literally be to finish out my scarabs or like my challenges. But I'm not in a hurry to try to get that because aside from the well, I guess well it could kind of depends because depending on how like smooth that goes, maybe I'd go for the complete X amount of I don't know what the hell it just popped. It almost killed me. Why are you regenning so much HP, you sack of garbage? Actually, no, why are you regenning HP, period? Oh, was there? Oh, I think there was a recovery dude in there, so I couldn't tell. But, I can't get Sasan to spawn again, like, at all. And it's probably just because I only have one team running, maps at the moment. I probably should be doing 2, but can't really sustain 2 teams. Well, the other team would be running tier 15s, like, or tier 14s, which have a much lower chance to spawn him. But like I've been having one team running tier 16s, at least like 2 full batches of tier 16s a day, because that's all. I don't really play enough to sustain enough gold to have them running it all day. So I usually have them running while I'm, farming gold, and then towards the end of stream, I'll put in like a fresh pack so they can run overnight. But like I haven't gotten them to spawn again. I've had them spawn twice. But like it's just because I'm dumb. I like both times. Well, the first time I didn't know what the abilities look like for the circle of fire, which I mean, just ended up being a giant circle of fire. Whoa, who would have thought? Sheesh. Caught off guard. But the second time I accidentally dodged back into it because I was still trying to dodge the rain of arrows when really I just needed to dodge the circle of flame because I only need one more not hit thing. Because there's no way in hell I'm ever gonna get the Black Knight to not hit me with his laser. Like that thing is so broken and bugged out. I've watched people who just like insta phase him and he like comes out of like an insta phase and just instantly lasers for like 2 seconds and just hits them. I literally like I watched somebody's video where it was what's his name? I forget what his handle on YouTube is, but he does like the elementalist like burning arrow of vigor build. And I watched him do an attempt on the Black Knight and he phased him and then Black Knight instantly just started the laser and then just ran after him while shooting the laser and then it made him fail. It was like, what the fuck, bro? Like that was like such a dumb thing. I felt so bad for him, man. Because I've also seen other people just insta phase him and it not be a problem. So it's just like his coding's kind of weird. He doesn't play nice. I've had him kind of bug out a couple times on me for it. There was one time I saw him start the laser and then he shot it for like half a second and then instantly phased because his health went down. And then I've had other times where he's just like doesn't care, shoots the laser for full value, and it's just he's just weird. There was also, if I'm thinking, one of the challenges was also bugged this league, if I remember correctly. Where you could get if you did the league mechanic while leveling, you could get progress done towards it, and there were people that were just done with it, like that entire challenge before you get in. I forget which one it is. I have to go look. The only downside to this build is that I have to time when I do like my frost blanks. Because even though I like gen a lot of my mana on using it, there's a couple times like I'll be at too low of a mana for like a second when I kind of need to not be at that low of a mana. It's been less of a problem swapping to Molten Strike though because of the projectiles. I don't know, the projectiles for Lightning Strike just feel weird. I think it's mostly because my accuracy, right? I don't have the Resolute Technique corruption, like corrupt implicit on it, and my accuracy is only around 2000. And like Lightning Strike has the mod where it's like, oh, if you hit with the melee, then your projectiles are guaranteed to land. But I'm pretty sure, well, it casts the ability even if you don't hit. So I'm pretty sure a lot of times those projectiles just would whiff, wouldn't do what they're supposed to do. You need to, before we do anything else, I need to roll these gloves. And I may as well roll the boots while we're at it. If I can find where I put them. At the... I'm curious to remember which one it was. Because I remember it was one that was like farther down. No. Oh, this one. Defeat 100 rare monsters with at least 3 modifiers and Atlas memories. This is the one that you could get completion for by killing the rares from the league mechanic. And they kind of just left it alone because I think by the time it became kind of like a widespread accepted thing, it was like too late. So many people had that challenge done. It wouldn't be fair to those later to just turn that off or fix it. And people wouldn't have been happy if they tried to like undo it. That and it probably wasn't on. They're probably like, that's not something that's worth like trying to argue for. Right, and then I need the single one. Oof. Hmm? I'll take the extra. I don't particularly mind. I'll more than likely need them. See, but yeah. I wanted to at least roll pretty similar to this because this was tier 1, 2, 1 for energy shield stuff. And then either have an open suffix for resistances or just roll high resistances. Putting that on get us another like 300. I rolled plus 10. That was almost so good. 1, 2, and a 6. On my face. It needs to have, yeah, just it needs to have like max energy field and like really high. Gonna be here for a bit. I need this to be good. I'll probably roll the boots later. The boots don't really need to be upgraded right now. Right now, like I'll roll them with anything extra that we have. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 1. Oh no, tier 1, 2, 2. Still didn't roll as high as the other one. There was one that gave us like 8,000. I should just stuck with that one, honestly. Open suffix, which we can just craft fire and then just exalt it. And then if it hits like another high res, it'll be fine. It's not perfect, but it's better than it gets us to the 8,000 bracket for that. And then I'll just spend the rest of these on this. Let's see if we somehow luck out with something good here. I feel like I can afford to be a little greedier with that. I want to see if we can at least get one that gets me to 79,000. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Rolled kind of poorly for resistances, but I think we still can fix whatever we're missing. Never mind, our resistances are super shit without this one. Uh, oh. I need to see where we set out with. Hmm. So technically we can do, well, this doesn't help because these don't have resistances on them at all. I was trying to be like, oh, well, technically we can, no, there's, oh. Let me see if maybe we can get resistance. A lot of exalts. I think we keep the boots because I think the boots gave us like the most amount of resistances. Oh, I also don't, hold up. I need to see, I actually need to see where we set. I forgot that I rerun period of elements in this. Oh, okay, actually we're fine. I'll just put move speed on it. We still, it doesn't completely solve our issue because I was hoping to get to a spot where we could take the essence shrines, but I think really all it is I just need to roll these two rings to be a lot better than these ones. And that'll fix our resistance issues because this is a non-issue really. It's like 37,000 to 35. It's not really that, like it's a little bit, but not as big as if I just did the resistance stuff. We basically almost got like 1,000 out of that. All right, I need two blues and a green. Okay, that's pretty easy to get. Color it normal. And then this needs, okay, this is one that's an actual problem child. This needs two green, a red, and a blue. I'm so glad I learned this trick. I think I learned this like last league. The using the 2 to 3 sockets to get like an off color so you're not just spending a crap ton of chromatic orbs. Oh wait, right, I need to color that. And then, oh, actually, fuck, I'm so dumb. I should have grabbed the necrotic armors, the extra ones, because then I could have been dense fossil spamming those. Till we get something good, get something usable. Gonna toss anything that's not the Einhar Sacred Grove. I'll definitely just keep them and use them if it wasn't for the fact that I don't need to worry about that for the challenges. 3 blues and a green. Then, what do we want? I don't know what to get for the Eldritch, the Icker, the Eater World implicit. Hmm. I guess if it has a, can you get an ES one? Hmm. 100 decks. We don't really have a lot of decks. We're mostly stacking Int. Oh, actually, that's fine. And then we just need the non. Oh, I should check that first. Uh, try to check like what's the minimum I need for the strike skill one. Hmm? There we go. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Times. So we'll just use this one then. 'Cause I just needed to do one additional. Hmm. I've never gotten that rage one. I was rolling for the other ones. Oh, gloves are done. I need action speed and an action speed. There we go. And then movement skill. Nice. 17% is good enough. Oh, picky. Mostly just for the frost blank. And one of these days, that enlighten might potentially make it to level 3. Probably not, but you know, a bear can dream. Oh, actually, I didn't want to. Seems kind of fun. You know, it would be kind of nice if we could sell like these memories, but since they're item level, I understand why not. I think that'd be kind of a pain. Yeah, I need to get a necrotic armor so then I can just like dense fossil spam on it. Get those to roll percent at max energy shield. And then see if we can get them to hit 6%. Not if only this one had been another one of the gain energy shield and max energy shield. That would have been kind of nice. 5% damage taken recoup his life. Not very good for this, fortunately. If that could have been recouped as energy shield, that would have been kind of interesting. But that just would have lined up too well with fucking the Aegis Aurora. That would have been such a nutty combination. Uh, but we obviously have to run at least a map to see how it feels to run with the upgrades. But we'll probably just run these two maps and then I will more than likely call it there for the night. Oh, our boats are back, so we should go check those out real quick. We can see how close our mappers are to being done. They should be almost done doing a full cycle. Considering up our ghost ship. Bro, there's something with this second ship, and the guy just loves going to a fucking tavern, getting caught in a tavern brawl, and just dying. I don't know why. It's just his favorite thing to do. That ship is like kind of honestly kind of cursed at this point, and it's always the second one. The first one, I've had a guy be like, "Oh, he stayed behind to, you know, live a new life," but this second one always dies. I think since the beginning of the league, this ship has always had people dying in the in tavern brawls. I've find it mildly amusing. It wasn't that amusing early on when I lost a high rank shipper due to that, but I find it mildly amusing now. Okay, I figured these guys would be done. I have a pretty good track record for completion. Yeah, I think the only thing I really don't like is the pretty stark difference between people that like how much gold you can get between people that run tier 17s and people that don't, because like I I have to basically take a day where I'm not going to run maps if I want to try to roll for more tier 9 and tier 10s. And it kind of just sucks because I just don't generate that much gold unless I'm playing like all day. If I'm playing all day, then it's not that big of a deal. I can just spend the first half of the day making gold for my town to be set for the next like 24 hours, and then another 70 chaos, hopefully. And then I'll spend the rest of the gold trying to roll for it. But if I play like a normal amount, which is usually what I do during the week, where I only really play for like 4 hours, give or take. Sometimes a little less. Like for instance, tonight I'll probably be 3 hours on stream, and then I might do a little bit more off stream. I might not. I haven't really decided yet. But like I can generally make enough gold to have my town run for like 18 or so hours. Yeah, we're at like 16 now. We still have like 2 more maps to run. But if I tried to like roll for high tier mappers, like, bruh, that gold would just be gone. I'd have nothing. And then I probably still wouldn't walk out with a rank 9 mapper, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do about the loot disparity between tier 17s and tier 16s. At this point, I don't even know if they should do something about it, realistically speaking. Because there needs to be some sort of incentivization to deal with the level of nonsense you have to for tier 17s. Because it's like there's like a bit of a conundrum, right? It's like, well, do we reduce the loot of tier 17s, thus making them feel unrewarding aside from just rushing the boss, killing it, and hoping to get a fragment for Ubers? Or do we just leave it as is and just let people be unhappy in tier 16s? To be honest, I think that if it wasn't for the fact that it's such a huge disparity from gold, which, if I'm mistaken, they've discovered the reason is because gold drops aren't like added to the drops, it's replacing items, and then depending on like the rarity of the item, if I'm mistaken, is the size of the gold pile that you get. I was watching a video that I was like loosely paying attention to that was explaining the numbers people were crunching on that. Wait, why did I take that? Get out of here. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. Like, why the disparity is so big? Because if that's the way the system works, right? Well, you get so much higher rarity items in tier 17s that, of course, tier 16s aren't going to really be able to catch up. Which I think at that point, it's less of a issue with like the loot disparity and more of like they should have just tweaked the numbers manually for gold. But I think they're trying to let an entire league go through before they start doing stuff like that, which is smart if that is the case, and not just simply a, well, we are focusing on PoE2, which kind of feels like that, right? Where it's probably also the fact that they're, you know, PoE2 is coming out in November and they want it to be like everything to be in there from what they've said, which I'm excited for because then I mean I can try out the class ascendancies that I've been curious about. But I do feel like it's a little weird that they haven't at least made some mention about the gold disparity. But it's not really an issue if I just stay content with what I'm running, which to be fair, I'm not like overly hurting for it personally. Like my mappers, they don't 100% everything all the time, but they 100% enough and they bring back enough. And like I'm almost done with this, right? So it's not like that big of a deal. If I can just complete 50 tier 17 maps, I can finish this one. But I'd rather just have Sasan spawn so that I can dodge his circle of fire and then just have that done. Like it's completely doable, right? Because I have tier 10. I think I have like 2 tier 10 mappers and then a handful of tier 19 mappers. I also just remembered I didn't swap my atlas again. Oh, that's some damage. Oh, that's some extra damage for sure. You better get back here. I'm not done with you. Oh, that's some extra damage. Because we added like another 1,000 uh energy shield, which is that's just a huge damage amp for us. Oh, and the clear feels so much nicer having the extra ball skill. Yeah, I think if I can just roll a much better, like I just need to keep an eye out for the necrotic armors. And if I can just roll one that's like really good, I'm pretty sure we can break 10k, yes. And then I think if I just dump like a shit ton of chaos and roll a fortress map pretty good, I can probably clear the tier 17 with it. You know, if they don't do anything to this build, I think I might just keep it as a if I get the items for it, I'll do it kind of deal. Right? Like if I get an ephemeral edge and a voices, then I'll, run a molten strike trickster. Cause I like it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like the worst part about it is just getting it to 84 so I can use the new armor bases. Which to be fair, honestly, like once I swapped to just using ephemeral edge, really wasn't that bad. I was avoiding using ephemeral edge early because like the video I watched, it was just like, oh, don't use ephemeral edge until you get to level 84 and can do the ES swap. Just use the claw with Trinity. And I was trying to do that, but honestly, that felt so bad. Like this guy was just dying left, right, and center because he just couldn't stay alive. And I had a pretty decently rolled Trinity Claw. It wasn't any like super crazy, but I feel like it should have done the job good enough. And I had the claw nodes and stuff. And then I was like, in a fit of rage, I said, fuck it. And I just swapped to the ephemeral edge. And like, it just felt so much better. And I only had like 2k ES. And I think I hadn't even gotten the Aegis Aurora at the time. Like, I just swapped over to it and I just kept the titanium shield that like, rolled the titanium shield that I had. So, like, and that was with lightning strike. I think if I had just done molten strike from the get-go, it would have been much more satisfying. Like, it would have been fine. So that was a bit more like an oopsie on my side. Well, to be fair, it was a mix of like I don't necessarily think the advice was very well put, and I don't know if maybe they were thinking in the well, they probably were thinking in the context of hardcore because the person whose guide I was well, the two or three actually I watched like 2 or 3 different videos on it, and now I think about it, all of them were like hardcore players who were playing this build in hardcore, so maybe that was why they just felt it was safer if you did it like with Trinity, but I don't know. For me, it felt like way better once we just swapped to Ephemeral Edge with just like 2k ES and called it good. And then it was basically, as soon as I did that swap, it was smooth sailing from like mid 70s to 84, like for 10 full levels. I think I did like once after that because the damage amp was really good from Ephemeral Edge. So that's probably what it'll stay as, right? Like I'll probably just league start. If the builds I played didn't get nerfed, I'm probably just gonna. Oh shit! Didn't pay attention. That was my bad. I was probably going to stay. I'm probably just gonna league start with Volcanic Fissure of Snaking Chieftain again, because that felt really good for league start. Really low investment, really effective. And then, oh hey, Nameless here. Are you gonna give me an Ephemeral Edge so I can, rolling? Also, I say this every time. I don't know why. The cannibals just always murder me. I always die to the cannibals. I die to their Molotovs. I don't know what it is about the Molotovs. Like, there's something about those Molotovs that just kill me on every single build. Every build I play always dies to like a pack of cannibals that are like off screen that just yeet their Molotovs at me. And I'm just like, I've just accepted my destiny. Molotovs in this game are my kryptonite. But yeah, so I'll probably start with that, and then I'll probably just stay with that until I get something that makes me want to play a different build. Either save up enough currency to buy like div cards or something, or just get stuff lined up for it. It kind of just depends on whatever they balance. Grudge, I summon thee. I already see that you're not here. I think the Asylum? I think that one's worth a lot of dust, right? I'm not gonna lie, it would be kind of nice if when you fully capped out ROG, it would just allow you to see the disenchanting value of uniques without having to like actually take them to them. But it's fine. I have a page for that. Bawlls Devotion is a tier 2. And Asylum is a tier 3. So we take the Bawlls Devotion. I was hoping for another Ephemeral Edge because he gave me the Ephemeral Edge that I'm using now. But no dice. Alright. Time to run the last map for the night. And then after this, I will end stream. And I'm probably going to do some like just some town management, toss some stuff around, see how much like time is left. I gave up on trying to like swap the Atlas. Swapping it for just one run for Harvest when I'm just trying to finish the map is I'm good. Harvest has a little bit extra time that I don't feel like dealing with. Oh, bismuth. Appreciate it if you didn't just walk away from me. Oh. He was like kind of boxed in. He's kind of boxed into the corner. Winning. Get wrecked. Noob. Yeah, I have seen strats for apparently there's like Bestiary has a pretty good. Like you'll need some rarity for it, but I think the person was using like aside from the gold flask, they were using a I think they had like 50 rarity or something when they did the second showcase because apparently they did like a previous showcase and then people were just like, you need so much rarity for that. And then they did a second showcase to show that you really didn't. But I think they made like 60,000 gold a map. But it requires running Bestiary, and to be honest, I don't like running Bestiary, so I'm just like kind of chilling. Realistically, I think the other reason why like I don't get as much gold because like right now like well the most I've seen on a most juiced map which had like ritual had a bismuth. I think I had like 90% uh base quantity on it. Oh, I also just realized that apparently I didn't roll this map at all because it has no mods. So we're not gonna get shit for gold off of this. So I'm gonna have to run another map. But like it was like 20,000, 20 something thousand. And I had a couple of those in one day, which was pretty nice. I was wondering why it wasn't so like jam packed with mobs. I should have noticed when I hovered over it to put it in the map. I just didn't because I kind of just autopiloted, speed clicked it. I'm probably just gonna have to run a couple. Probably just run some like Ashen Woods with like Delirium and see how this build handles that. Make some gold. Run a couple maps with that. Can't believe I didn't like. Oh, you know what it is? It's here. That was the wrong beach map that I had. I forgot I moved it over to the right when I was doing my clearing out the map runners. I also need to get a Vol Smite. I had one earlier and then I like tossed it because it didn't have any like. I was running out of space for stuff. I needed to make space, and I was running out of dash space, and it didn't have any quality on it. And then I was just like, I don't think I'm ever gonna like play a Smite build. So then I yeeted it, and now I'm just like, oh, oops. Vol Smite's really good for the buff for this, but oh, shit happens. Slightly less mistake, but it's the second time I've thrown something out that I needed. I don't think it's as bad as tossing an ungold to Rog just to need it for another build that you want to play and just never getting another one. I think I've gotten like 5 or 6 Fury Valves, but I haven't like after the Ungles, but I haven't gotten an Ungle since. But unfortunate. But unfortunate. We still made a decent little bit of gold off of that though. Yeah, it's here. I forgot that I moved it over to the side. Oh, but yeah, that's definitely where I'm gonna call it here for stream though. That was pretty good. We got our upgrades that I was like fishing for. So that's really nice. We're up to 8.6. I'm hoping to pick up another necrotic armor so that way I can get uh so I can just dense fossil spam that while using this one, and then if that hits something like super good, because this just has plenty of like, okay, plenty is a bit of an overstatement. It has a decent little bit of increase it could do. The biggest thing is just getting something better than the regen life on it. I just realized it rolled tier 1, tier 2, tier 2. Because the big thing is if we can get this to like 3,000 evasion rating, I think that would bump us probably to 9,000. I don't know. we'll see how it goes. We'll figure it out. So thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. If it is early in the day for you, I'll have a good day. If it's late in the day for you, I hope you're as well. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I'll see y'all again in the next one. Bye bye.